So I woke up this morning and looked around my house and thought, there are so many things that I need to do. Little things in the kitchen, the bathroom, the laundry room, the dog's things. Just, I look around and things need to be cleaned. I just need to reset my home today. Something about the vibe in my house is not sitting well with me. So I thought you could clean with me today. And I'm not like deep cleaning, I'm just doing a reset. My house just needs to be refreshed. I look around, there's just little things that have been bothering me. Every time I walk by, I'm like, dang it, I need to do the so-and-so. So today, that's all I'm doing. I've already got laundry going, if that's what you hear in the background, but I'm gonna get started in the kitchen because first things first, tomorrow morning, I'm gonna need to start my day with a cup of coffee, and I used all of my coffee grinds this morning. My husband got me a new quiet coffee grinder for Christmas. So I'm gonna grind some coffee and show you exactly how quiet this thing can be. And I have these two airtight canisters. One's for my coffee beans, one is for my coffee grounds. And I store everything in here so I have a super fresh cup of coffee every morning. But I only have to grind my beans about once a week. So I want you to listen to how quiet this is. Did you hear that sound? That was my airtight coffee beans, which I'm almost out. So I've got a brand new bag. I just buy whole beans at the grocery store, and this setup, doing my own coffee, is so much cheaper than buying the pre-filled coffee pods. I'm gonna open this whole bag because I'm gonna put the beans in here. So I'm gonna grind about that much. And here we go, ready? I'm going to put my coffee beans in this canister, which just kind of rock it back and forth, and it gets the air out and makes it completely airtight. And I know it's done when I have a green little dot on the top. And I'm going to put my coffee grounds in here. So now I'm set up for the week, and I'm going to vacuum seal these two. Green dot, boom. So in my Keurig machine, I use stainless steel reusable Keurig pods that I put my grounds in. I don't buy coffee that's already, in the little plastic cups and throw them away. And about once a month, I like to clean these. So I just drop them in a little bowl full of some warm soapy water and just let them sit for a couple hours and then rinse them out. And it just kind of gets the oils from the coffee out from inside of the stainless steel pod. And they work fantastic. I just use these over and over and get years and years. They come in a little 2-pack, and I have saved myself so much money since I started doing this and just buying my own coffee. I get out a fresh kitchen hand towel every day because we dry our hands on this so many times while we're cooking and just throughout the day, so I love a fresh one. I keep all my kitchen towels in here. Today, I'm feeling like this one. So it's time to clean the garbage disposal. And last time I did this in a video, you all were so freaked out and went running into your kitchen to clean your garbage disposal. I do this about once a month, so mine's not gonna be as yucky as it was when I first started doing this and shared it in that original video. But I have these garbage disposal cleaning pods. You turn on a stream of hot water very slowly, like pencil thin, drop these into your garbage disposal and turn on the disposal, and you will just be amazed at all of the gunk and old food and stuff that comes up. So I have 2 sinks in my kitchen. I'm gonna do this on both of them. But the first thing I'm gonna do before I even do this, do you know that little plastic ring in your sink that kind of guards the drain where your disposal is, mine just pops right out, and oh my goodness, take that out, clean it with a brush and some soap and get all of the goop off, and stick that back in, and then clean your garbage disposal to make sure that the inner workings of the disposal are clean. I'll show you how to do it. So I wear gloves when I do this because this just honestly kind of freaks me out. I don't like touching old food like that. But this plastic ring right here in your disposal, the mouth of your disposal, see? Look at that. Is that not absolutely disgusting? Hot water and a brush. We're gonna clean this up. If you ever wonder why your sink has an odor, this is probably it. There are so many just crevices and nooks and crannies in this little thing. I'm always amazed at how much gunk it accumulates, and I really have to scrub and get my hands in there. But look, totally clean now. I'm gonna put this back in place and clean the inside of my garbage disposal. Warning, if you don't put this back in first and you go to clean your disposal, it is going to splatter water everywhere. So make sure that you have this back in. And while you're at it, take a brush and clean the opening of your disposal, because I guarantee you that is disgusting too. Oh my gosh. So now that I got the dogs out of the living room, I need to get the dog hair off my couches. So the first thing I do is remove those pet couch covers and drop them in the washing machine. I wash these about once a week just because the dogs love to hang out on the couch, and these really do a good job at protecting my couch. And I use a very specific pet laundry detergent anytime I'm washing anything related to pets. It breaks down the oil from their hair and just the smell, and it really gets the hair out of things. So I have that going in the washing machine right now. And because the couch covers don't fully cover the couches, they don't cover the cushions on the back, and sometimes the dogs lay against the throw pillows, I'm gonna use my Chom Chom roller to kind of do all the nooks and crannies and get the hair off the couch itself. Surely you all know about a Chom Chom roller. Like, surely. It is this crazy little rollery device. You just do it by hand. It's not mechanical. And I swear this picks up pet hair off of any like furniture or upholstered anything like you would not believe. So this is from when I used it last time. I'm gonna clean this out. I'm gonna Chom Chom the couch and show you exactly how much hair this little device will pick up. I'm gonna clean this out. You just pop it open and just grab the hair. And just pull it out of there. Ugh, you can just see how much stuff it picks up. Well, sis, you gotta move. You're exactly what I'm trying to clean. You just take the Chom Chom and you go back and forth. I just did a quick run of the couch. Like, I didn't even get fancy. Look at that. Look at that hair. I'm always amazed at how much dog hair just gets on our couch. And I try everything to not let it accumulate, but it just does. So even though I couldn't really see this with my eyes, I feel so much better knowing that my couch is clean. There's not dog hair. I'm gonna keep the dogs off the couch until my pet couch covers are out of the washer and dryer, and I'll put those back on. Oh, and tonight when I sit down to watch TV, my couch is gonna feel so good and fresh and just smell good too. That's what was on my couch. And we have a step up from our living room into the kitchen. And this piece of wood right here, it's always covered in splatters because the dogs come in the back door and run straight up into the kitchen. So I gotta give this a really good clean with just a wet paper towel. So even though I have a robot vacuum that runs every day, I still like to vacuum by hand. It just, sometimes you just need a good deep clean, and today was one of those days. So I just vacuum everywhere, and it makes me feel so much better to know that my carpets truly are cleaned. All the dog hair is picked up, all the nooks and crannies and corners of everything are free of dust and dog hair, and things are fresh and new. So moving on into the dining room, the rechargeable batteries in my candles are out. So I'm gonna get those charged back up. And y'all, we are trying to get a little basil plant that we got at the grocery store to survive in here because this is where it can get direct sunlight in the morning. So this little cutie is really not looking so good, but she's trying. That's why she's here. So I have this little battery charging station that will charge AAAs and AA's. So I tend to always keep it right here, plug it in, and then I just pop my batteries in, and it will drain the batteries to make sure they're back at 0, and it will charge them back up. That way I don't have to buy new batteries all the time. And yeah, I have rechargeable batteries in almost everything. So I have rechargeable batteries in those candles. They automatically come on at night. Rechargeable batteries in these glass but look very real candles. Those come on at night too. And I have this little charging cube back there that has all these different ports on it where you can charge anything and everything. And I just kind of keep it hidden right back there in the corner. Comes in really, really handy. So I'm back in the kitchen. I wanted to show you my reusable K-Cup pods. They've been soaking in just some soapy water for about 2 hours. And you can see just the coffee residue, the oils that come off of them. And then I just rinse them out really well and set them out here to dry. And they're good as new. Use them over and over and over and just save myself so much money. It's amazing. So moving into the bedroom, believe it or not, I have not even made my bed, but that's because I'm gonna deep clean my mattress and I gotta fill up my humidifier. Alexa, turn the bedroom lights on 100%. So I've shown the humidifier to you all before, and I get asked a lot if it leaves any moisture or residue on my bedroom furniture, and it absolutely does not. It's been sitting here for 2 winters, and I've never noticed any moisture or damage to my furniture. And you can kind of adjust the little air spout whatever direction you want it to go. I just kind of have it going. You can see the steam go straight up. And this thing is great for keeping static out of my clothes and the dog's hair. There's an on-off. It has a light mode, so this display turns off at night so it doesn't bother you. You can set it on the humidity level you want in your home, and the humidifier will circle on and off until it keeps that humidity level consistent. And every winter, I change out the filter inside, and the humidifier, when you buy it new, comes with 2 filters. There it is. You can see it really good, and it just goes up into the air and keeps everything really comfortable in our house. So I just had a little lunch, and I got to keep on going because, y'all, I've got so much left on my to-do list, little things that I just need to get done. So haven't even made the bed yet because I'm going to change the sheets on the bed, and every so often I use a new contraption. This is going to blow your mind if you've not heard about this. This is a mattress vacuum. It has a UV light, so it sterilizes your mattress. It uses some crazy little tapping motion that is super strong, and it pulls up any debris or dust mites or things that are down in your mattress. It is been proven that this is a game changer. It has been proven that a mattress vacuum will get out 99% of the stuff that is in your mattress. So I'm going to strip off the bed sheets, vacuum my mattress, and then we're going to do the sofas. So the mattress vacuum will not suck up dog hair. That is not what it's meant for. So that's why I clean my sofas first. I use the Chom Chom roller, get all of the hair off, and then this is really just to clean the sofas, to sterilize the sofas. And it's weird because when you're doing it, you don't really feel like you're doing anything. You're just kind of running this thing over your mattress or couch or whatever. But when you see what comes out in this tank, you're gonna be grossed out. So yep, here's my mattress. Our mattress is probably maybe 8 years old. I love the mattress, but now it's time to clean the mattress. It has a UV light here that sterilizes your mattress. This is like a rubber kind of paddle that kind of pulls everything up, and it creates a tapping motion. There's an LED display that's going to show us everything that's going on. So let's do it. So you can see it's using heat, padding, and an ultraviolet light to pull everything out of my mattress. So here it is on. You can see that everything's working and activated, and this really is a cool machine. Like I said, it doesn't feel like you're doing a lot, but when you see the end result, it is always amazing. So I sanitize my mattress and my couches. It takes a little while. Just get it done, and you'll be so glad you did it. So I did my bed, and I'm going to pop off this little canister, and this is what it picked up from my mattress. Just basically dust mites. I think that is absolutely so disgusting. So now I'm gonna go do the couches where the dogs lay. Sorry for all the noise. I got the dishwasher going, I've got the washing machine going, but I used the mattress vacuum, the sanitizer thing on my bed, my mattress, the couches in the living room, and the couches in the front room, and I want to show you what is inside this canister. It's gross to think this was in my bed and on my couches. Open this without spilling it in the floor. Oh my God, can you see all that? That is dust mites. Truly, that's disgusting. So now that I'm finished washing all of the dog's things, like the inside of my washing machine, there's some dog hair. I would never just wash my clothes in here. So I always run an extra cycle, like an empty cycle. And I have this washing machine cleaner that is specifically for pet things. It's made by the same company that makes the pet laundry detergent. So I'm gonna drop one of these little tablets into my empty washing machine, and just run a normal cycle. And my washing machine will be deodorized and clean and none of that pet stuff left. The dogs are dying to go out. It's a sunny day, but a really, really cold day, right? Y'all go super quick while Mom puts the couch back together. Off they go. Zoomies. So now that my living room is vacuumed and cleaned, my pet couch covers have been cleaned, I've got the dog hair off the couch, and I have sanitized my couch, I'm going to put everything back together so when I sit down tonight to watch TV, it's just super fresh and I'm one happy girl. So everything looks fresh and clean. It smells fresh and clean. And y'all, these pet couch covers, I cannot even begin to tell you how much they have saved my couches from the dogs, their toenails and hair. These come in about 6 or 7 different colors. I have the color gray, and they have like a grippy texture on the bottom so that they don't scoot around. I just kind of tuck the lip underneath the bottom of my cushion and they stay put until next week when I clean them again. So I got the couch put back together. The little covers are clean. I put them back on there and they immediately jumped onto the couch. This is one of their favorite places to lay. And Miss Lola's down here in her bed, curled up in a little ball. I guess I've disrupted their day because I had their couch taken apart, didn't I, Pollux? You're giving me a little side eye, salty eye. But y'all are happy kids now. You can take over the couch again. So moving into the bathroom, before I clean my shower and the rest of the bathroom, I'm going to clean my makeup brushes. Try to do this every couple weeks, once a month or so. And I use this makeup brush cleaner and it is so simple. So I'm going to do my makeup brushes first. They're going to set out to dry. They'll be ready to use in a couple minutes. So by the time I'm done with the bathroom and I jump in the shower, I can put on makeup and I don't have to wait on these to dry like you would have to if you used soap and water. So let me show you how simple this is. So I just have a hand towel out here with a little cup and my makeup brush cleaner, and I'm going to pour just enough in here so that I can dip my brushes in. Just about like that. Then I'm going to take my makeup brushes. I'll do one that I use all the time so you all can see it first. This is the brush that I put my foundation on with, and you can see it gets really gunked up. So I just want to put the brush in here and just swirl it around, and all of that makeup just instantly dissolves into the liquid. I mean, look at that. So give it some good twirls. And you can feel the makeup coming off the brush. It's amazing. And then I just kind of brush it off onto my towel. And voila, totally clean brushes that'll be dry in just a few minutes. Look at that. Crazy good. And by the way, some of my favorite makeup brushes are from BK Beauty. I was given these when I was at a YouTube event in Los Angeles, and these have become my favorites. This is mainly what I use. They come in a set of 5 or 6. Love these brushes, and they're now available on Amazon, and I actually think I saw them this morning. They're like 20% off. So if you need makeup brushes, highly recommend these. There's like a size for everything. So now it's time to clean the bathroom. So when I'm always going to clean my shower, which is a little bit of a task because our new walk-in shower is huge, we get mold in the white caulk. It's just gonna happen. So last night, because I knew I was gonna clean today, I used mold stain remover. So this is like a really thick gel-like substance, and you put it all along wherever you have mold in the caulk or the grout, and you let it sit minimum of 5 hours. So I always do it the night before. And I'm gonna get in the shower and just kind of wipe it off with a towel and then rinse it off with water, and my caulk in my shower will be white again. This is the only thing I've ever found that will get the stains out of the caulk. This is not for mold that's just sitting somewhere on your shower and you can pick it off. This is for the deep, like inside the caulk stains that mold will make. Bad stuff that you can't get out. If you just spray bleach in your shower, that never works for me. It never gets rid of the stains. This is a mold stain remover, and I love this stuff so much. It keeps our shower looking really, really good. And I have to do this about every 6 weeks or so. So hey guys, I have the bathroom almost finished. Look at the mirrors. I love these mirrors. When we redid our bathroom about 2 years ago, we got this beautiful mirrors. They're on Amazon and they just clean up so well. I love them. And they're a beautiful bronze color and have this metal lip on them. Really made our bathroom look so good. But now that the bathroom is actually looking good, before I call it quits for the video and jump into the shower and finish my last little bit of cleaning. So these are those wet dry sponges, and I use these on all the little nooks and crannies in my bathroom that if I try to clean it with a paper towel or a sponge, it just never does right. Like I can always see them dragging hair and dust everywhere, or it just never wipes up really good and then it falls off my rag onto the floor. So these, you actually put them in the sink and get them wet. They fill up with water, like they absorb the water and they become soft. You got to give it just a sec to do its thing. And then I will take those sponges and I'll get behind the door and all the little crevices and all the corners of the baseboards and along the bottom of the shower there. Like I don't clean the toilet with it or anything like that. It's mainly baseboards and doors and anything where there's just dust and stuff you want to get off. But these are the coolest things. So it's starting to get soft, needs about another minute. Just let it soak. And you can use these over and over. So when it gets dirty, just rinse it off in the sink and get it wet again, and you can just use it as many times as you want to. They come in like a box of 4 or 6 or something, and each one is individually wrapped. So after you use it and you put it away and it sits there and dries, it's really not reusable. So these are kind of a use it all day long, all you want to, and then kind of be done with it type sponge. But with all of the grooves on the sponge and this cool texture, there's just something about them that I'm able to do things that I can't do with other rags or sponges. So here's a really good example. Behind the bathroom door, I just get dust and like this kind of accumulation stuff. So my sponge is soft and pliable now, and I just boop, and it runs along. And these grooves just get right in to all the little grooves on the door, and I can easily clean things that I couldn't do otherwise. These are really great for cleaning baseboards where dust tends to accumulate, dog hair in my house specifically, and it just cleans everything up and it sticks to the sponge and doesn't fall back in the floor. So you can see all that hair right there. See, look at that. It just sticks to it, and then I just rinse it off and reuse. And these little sponges become an obsession because once I get one out and I get it wet, I'm like, oh, well, wait just a second. I need to go in the utility room and wipe the so-and-so. And oh my gosh, I saw some dirt behind the kitchen door or the pantry door. And I just start going around my house and going crazy with these things because they're so cool. Look what just came off of that dresser. Crazy. Lola, do you love a good clean room? Don't ya? Mama washed your blankie here. It's going to be so soft tonight when you get in bed. I know. I love a clean house too, sis. So let's look inside of my washing machine. That little cleaning tablet is finished. And now it is spotless. Like there is not a dog hair in sight. And before I started using these, I would have to come in here and wipe down the inside of my washing machine. But those tablets do it for me. It is great. Look at that. And now my rechargeable batteries are ready. You can see I have all green lights, which means they're full of power, and I can put them back in my candles. This is so satisfying when I pop these out of here and I know that I've just saved all that money. So I fill up all my LED candles. It's actually starting to get dark outside because I've been cleaning all day, but I love to get my batteries back in my candles. My candles are all on a timer, so they come on at dusk and go off about 4 or 5 hours later. I love the ambiance that candles have just throughout my house, so I'm just popping in my batteries and yeah, they're good to go, and I don't have to think about them again for at least another couple weeks, and then again recharge them, save myself so much money. So there's no denying how good it feels to have a clean home, and as much as I just don't want to clean my house sometimes, I'm always glad when I do it because it just feels so good. I love when things are fresh and clean and sparkly, and I walk in a room and I feel it. I feel that it's clean. So hopefully some of my tips were helpful to you all. Happy cleaning, y'all. Just turn on some great music and just get it done. See you later.